What's your thought on who's to blame for the shutdown?
The president.
I think specifically Trump.
I would definitely say Trump.
I would say mostly on Trump.
I would say Trump is to blame.
Okay.
Yeah, Trump is probably to blame.
Students at George Mason University blaming President Trump for the latest government shutdown. But how did they react when they learned about the compromise bill that he offered the Democrats? Joining us now with more is Campus Reform's media director, Cabot Phillips. Hey, Cabot, great to see you.
Thanks for having me on.
You're welcome. Okay, so that was the first group of sound bites that we wanted to show the folks at home, how they're blaming the president for the shutdown. What was their reasoning for that?
Many students said that they had heard from social media, from their professors, from TV, that Trump was the one to blame. And I had the feeling that many of them had not actually heard of the compromise offer that President Trump had made, and the left had shot down. So I wanted to ask them about that offer and if Democrats should have taken it. What they didn't know is that he already had made the offer. Watch what happened when they found out about that offer that Trump made. If President Trump were to make some of the concessions that Democrats have been asking for, do you think the Democrats should consider compromising on their end?
Yes, they should.
What do you think?
Yeah, I would agree.
I think that would be a good start.
Did you know President Trump actually has offered that already?
Really? No, I didn't know.
Yeah. Are you surprised by that?
Yeah,
I would say it is pretty surprising.
Okay, that's awesome then.
So he offered protection for DACA, $800 million in funding for humanitarian aid, 75 new judges to hear immigration cases down at the border. And Nancy Pelosi said, absolutely not. You're not getting any money in exchange for even the things that we want as Democrats. So why is it that the students didn't know? They said the media just doesn't say it. Most media outlets don't talk about that.
I think much of it has to do with the way the media is covering this situation. And as we've covered at the Leadership Institute's Campus Reform, it starts in the classroom as well. Students being inundated with these ideas. And as much as the Democrats want to put this on President Trump, when people look at the facts, it's hard to deny that President Trump did more to end this shutdown and more to compromise than anyone else, especially on the left. And watch what happened when we asked students, knowing what they found out there, what they thought of Nancy Pelosi and what their message was to her on compromise. What would be your message to Nancy Pelosi in response to shooting down that offer?
Compromise, compromise, compromise.
It was the wrong move for her to turn it down.
I don't know, maybe on her end, maybe she should have a more open mind.
That's interesting.
It is interesting, too, how Nancy Pelosi simultaneously said, I stood my ground, I didn't budge, but also said, President Trump didn't offer me anything. I couldn't make a deal with him because he wouldn't budge. It can't be both of those at the same time.
No.
We're glad that we could hopefully illuminate some students' opinions on this important issue.
All right. Thank you so much, Cabot.
Appreciate it.
You're welcome. The White House says all options are on the table when it comes to Venezuela. Which one?